Greetings everyone and welcome to the face reading of the people in the news. Today we'll be talking about the president of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky. Has he been in the news? He personally, not really. But the events are escalating as Russia is building up its military presence on the border of Ukraine. I immigrated from Ukraine to the United States 40 years ago, so I'm aware of what's going on there. But I am not going to talk politics here. This is a face reading session. Let's look at what is so special about this man who is the president of Ukraine. Is there anything about his morphology that made it possible that a country the size of France, with a population of 44 million people, of whom 80% are ethnic Ukrainians and 18% are ethnic Russians, yet they elected a 42-year-old man who is Jewish, a man who was a professional comedian, not a politician. So here we are looking at the President Vladimir Zelensky. We start with his face, which of course stands for his personality, the qualities he developed as a result of his upbringing and education, his adaptation mask, so to speak. And it's easy to recognize that his face type is the same that Liz Taylor was, the same that Keanu Reeves is. Yes, you definitely recognize a Venus personality. You may say both Keanu and Liz have faces that are a bit more narrow. Just a bit, really. But you're right. And that does make a difference. And the difference is that both Liz and Keanu are pure Venus personality, and Vladimir's face/personality has nuances. You may sense that without the smooth curve of the chin, he could be really qualified to be, yes, a Mars. Or perhaps the face is not long enough, and he could be qualified as an Earth. And remember what I told you in other readings. If you feel that the person has several faces when you look at their face, more than likely you are right. More than likely all of the above, the Earth, the Mars, and the Venus are true. More than likely a person has all the qualities of the faces that you see or perceive. So we have a Venus personality here, and the Venus is usually involved in social causes. They're spunky and resourceful, have a lot of practical intelligence, and know how to organize things to make everyone comfortable. Also, a Venus personality knows how to be persuasive and, if necessary, seductive. Add to this now the features of the Mars, who is the most action-oriented of all personalities, ready to fight and to get his or her way, ready and willing to take risks. And there is, of course, an Earth here, and the features of the Earth are practical intelligence and being literally down to earth. So Vladimir Zelensky, as an Earth, has a lot of energy and uses it to accomplish concrete practical goals. Unlike Mars, the Earth are not aggressive, but if necessary, are ready to and willing to put up a fight. How do all these traits interact? Very simply. Because of his strong will, and you will learn about his will later as we talk about temperaments, and his high intelligence, he can choose to manifest all these qualities from all these personalities when they serve his purpose. Now let's look at Vladimir's temperament, who he really is under the mask or persona, the qualities he arrived into this world with. You can definitely make a straight line between his chin and the forehead, and also you can see the bilious corner of the jaw. So here he is bilious. uh, but not entirely bilious only. Also, you can clearly see the nervous cast here. So we have a bilious with a nervous cast, a man who is willful, natural leader, bossy, long-distance runner in every respect, long-term planner, who has great energy and endurance, and maybe somewhat impulsive, and you can see it from the tilted forehead. He is active and organized. He is also a positive pessimist, can see all the negatives in any situation, but they don't discourage him, but fuel his will to make things better. These are all bilious qualities. But the nervous cast brings in creativity, flexibility of the mind, and the ability to manipulate if necessary, to find his way out of any situation, and to be an entertainer, which he, of course, was. All that is combined with his three personalities that we already looked at, of which Venus and the ability to kind of accommodate and seduce is very important. Plus his high intelligence. High intelligence is embodied in these long almond-shaped nostrils, as you can see. By the way, the impulsivity I mentioned is probably well controlled by his high intelligence and the bilious will. You can also see that the space between the tragus and antitragus is not wide, which means that Vladimir is not that talkative by nature. Yes, as a comedian, he did speak a lot. And as a politician, he needs to speak a lot. But we know from morphology that it's a bilious, by choice, calculative talk, spiced with the brilliance and imagination of the nervous temperament, the nervous cast. So now, after having looked at all these quite illustrious morphological characteristics, I am not surprised that he became a very successful comedian. And once known to the whole country, becoming a president is just a matter of changing the context of entertainment or storytelling. My conclusion is the more diverse characteristics a person possesses, if they are combined with high intelligence and strong will, they all can be successfully manifested and utilized when needed to the benefit of the master. And this is how I think this man became a president. That's all for Vladimir Zelensky, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for being with me today. Peace to all who want to live in peace.